Hello everyone. Storm centers and leaders of the revolt. At Delhi, the nominal and symbolic leadership belonged to the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah, but the real command lay with a court of soldiers headed by General Bakht Khan, who had led the revolt of Bareilly troops and brought them to Delhi. The court consisted of 10 members, 6 from the army and 4 from the civilian departments. The court conducted the affairs of the state in the name of the emperor. Emperor Bahadur Shah was perhaps the weakest link in the chain of leadership of the revolt. His weak personality, old age, and lack of leadership qualities created political weakness at the nerve center of the revolt and did incalculable damage to it. At Kanpur, the natural choice was Nana Sahib, the adopted son of the last Peshwa Bajirao II. He was refused the family title and banished from Pune and was living near Kanpur. Nana Sahib expelled the English from Kanpur, proclaimed himself the Peshwa, acknowledged Bahadur Shah as the Emperor of India, and declared himself to be his governor. Sir Hugh Wheeler, commanding the station, surrendered on June 27, 1857, and was killed on the same day. Begum Hazrat Mahal took over the reins at Lucknow, where the rebellion broke out on June 4, 1857, and popular sympathy was overwhelmingly in favor of the deposed Nawab. Her son Pirjis Qadir was proclaimed the Nawab, and a regular administration was organized with the important offices shared equally by Muslims and Hindus. Henry Lawrence, the British resident, the European inhabitants, and a few hundred local sepoys took shelter in the residency. The residency was besieged by the Indian rebels, and Sir Henry was killed during the siege. The command of the besieged garrison devolved on Brigadier Inglis, who held out against heavy odds. The early attempts of Sir Henry Havelock and Sir James Outram to recover Lucknow met with no success. Finally, Sir Colin Campbell, the new commander-in-chief, evacuated the Europeans with the help of Gurkha regiments. In March 1858, the city was finally recovered by the British, but guerrilla activity continued till September of the same year. At Bareilly, Khan Bahadur, a descendant of the former ruler of Rohilkhand, was placed in command. Not enthusiastic about the pension being granted by the British, he organized an army of 40,000 soldiers and offered stiff resistance to the British. In Bihar, the revolt was led by Kunwar Singh, the Zamindar of Jagdishpur. An old man in his 70s, he nursed a grudge against the British who had deprived him of his estates. He unhesitatingly joined the sepoys when they reached Ara from Danapur. Maulvi Ahmadullah of Faizabad was another outstanding leader of the revolt. He was a native of Madras and had moved to Faizabad in the north, where he fought a stiff battle against the British troops. He emerged as one of the revolt's acknowledged leaders once it broke out in Awadh in May 1857. The most outstanding leader of the revolt was Rani Lakshmibai, who assumed the leadership of the Sepoys at Jhansi. Lord Dalhousie, the Governor General, had refused to allow her adopted son to succeed to the throne after her husband Raja Gangadhar Rao died, and had annexed the state by application of the infamous doctrine of lamps. Driven out of Jhansi by the British forces, she gave the battle cry, Main apni Jhansi nahi dungi, I shall not give away my Jhansi. She was joined by Tantia Tope, a close associate of Nana Sahib, after the loss of Kanpur. Rani of Jhansi and Tantia Tope marched towards Gwalior, where they were hailed by the Indian soldiers. The Scindia, the local ruler, however, decided to side with the English and took shelter at Agra. Nana Sahib was proclaimed the Peshwa, and plans were chalked out for a march into the south. Gwalior was recaptured by the English in June 1858. The sacrifices made by the common masses were immense and innumerable. The name of Shah Mal, a local villager in Pargana Baraut, Bagpat, Uttar Pradesh, is most notable. He organized the headmen and peasants of 84 villages referred as Chaurasi Desh, marching at night from village to village, urging people to rebel against the British hegemony. The people attacked government buildings, destroyed the bridges over the rivers, and dug up metal roads, partially to stop government forces from coming into the area, and partly because bridges and roads were viewed as symbols of British rule. Shah Amal sent supplies to the mutineers in Delhi and prevented all official communication between British headquarters and Meerut. He made his headquarters at the bungalow of an irrigation department on the banks of the Yamuna and supervised and controlled his operations from there. In fact, the bungalow was turned into a hall of justice, resolving disputes and dispensing judgments. He also organized an effective network of intelligence for a short duration. The people of the area felt that the British rule was over and their own rule had come. Unfortunately, in July 1857, Shah Amal was killed by an English officer, Dunlap. It is alleged that Shah Amal's body was cut into pieces and his head displayed on July 21, 1857 to terrify the public. For more than a year, however, the rebels carried on their struggle against heavy odds. Like, share and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you. Bye.